Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Anquinette Crosby. Thanks for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, Montgomery College offers students a new way to earn a degree. More about the program that's getting high marks. Plus, the new landlord-tenant bill leads to more hiring in Montgomery County. We'll tell you how you can apply. And later, the county celebrates the Chinese New Year. We'll take you to the fun festivities. But we begin with the response from local leaders following the concerns of the community about the recent executive orders issued by President Trump. Montgomery County Executive Ike Leggett and the 9 council members have released a joint statement. The statement is on the county's website and it reaffirms the community's values. The leaders say that they want to reassure residents that the president's executive orders will not change the way police officers or county workers interact with the public here. At his weekly briefing with reporters, Council President Roger Berliner touted the county's diversity.
It is our diversity that makes Montgomery County a new world community. We have 170 cultures in Montgomery County, and we are proud of it, and we thrive as a result of it. In a couple of weeks, we will be having a program before our full council that I've asked to be put together that shows how Montgomery County does this work, how we, for example, combat hate crimes and extremism. And the Montgomery County model is a model for the nation and for the world. Our efforts in this regard have been lauded by law enforcement officers at every level. And so what I hope to do is to demonstrate that the way we do our business in Montgomery County is the way this work ought to be done, wherever you are.
You can watch the entire news briefing on mymcmedia.org website. A pre-kindergarten universal program may be coming to the county. Susan Kennedy reports how council members are looking at ways to make pre-K a reality for many of the county's youngest residents.
There are more than 12,000 4-year-olds living in Montgomery County, and right now only 440 of them are served by Montgomery County Public Schools in all-day programs and 2,500 in part-day programs. Council members want to expand early childhood education and care services, including universal pre-K, to ensure children who enter kindergarten are ready to learn.
Well, the earlier you get a child into structured learning, the better that child performs. And so why wouldn't you want to do that, particularly when you see all the evidence that says this works?
We first start talking about the achievement gap. It starts at a certain place, and that in reality is around access to quality pre-K. It's something that gives other children an advantage over others as they come into school that might need a little bit more help with reading and some of their basic arithmetic. And so these are the kinds of things that we really want to make sure is open and accessible to all children in Montgomery County.
Council members are looking at jurisdictions that have a universal pre-K program and how it was implemented and funded. New York spent $850 million on its Pre-K for All program. Council President Roger Berliner acknowledges it will be an expensive proposition, but the return on the investment would be high.
Reports out of New York City is if you provide really quality teaching at that age, a quality environment, and invest in a quality environment, the return on that investment is overwhelming.
If we can address this early and make a smaller investment while still sizable and make sure that we're stamping out the achievement gap before there even is one, then we've made a solid investment, I feel.
Council members say they will look to the executive to submit a proposal for universal pre-K here, ideally when he submits his budget. In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
There's a new boss at the Department of Liquor Control, and his top priority is improving the DLC's customer service. MyMC Media's Sonia Burke has more.
That is unanimous among all those present and voting.
It's official. The Montgomery County Council has approved the appointment of Robert Dorfman as Director of the Department of Liquor Control. Dorfman, a North Potomac resident, will be paid a yearly salary of $220,000. He was appointed to the post by County Executive Ike Leggett and brings a broad range of private sector experience to the position.
By bringing me in, I'm hoping that they're going to be receptive to ideas and change in terms of what we can eliminate or barriers we can break down or obstacles we can eliminate to optimize the benefits of the business.
The new director oversees a department with an annual budget of $63 million and about 300 full-time employees and 160 part-time employees.
I think my management style is very supportive, inclusive, but I think also setting very high standards and making sure that everybody, at least who works for me, lives up to those standards.
The mission of the DLC is to provide licensing, wholesale, and retail sales of alcoholic beverages, in addition to enforcement and educational programs. Minutes after his confirmation, Dorfman was headed to the office where he said his top priority is customer service.
It's getting down to business and starting to work on the priorities that we've set, which customer service being number one, working on the infrastructure, number two, making sure we have the right processes and systems in place and the right people in place, and making sure our retail stores look like they ought to in the 21st century from a customer service standpoint. And I can assure you one thing, that taking care of the customer is of my utmost importance.
We'll be watching. Thanks.
Thank you.
In Rockville, I'm Sonia Burke for County Report This Week.
With Valentine's Day just around the corner, February is the perfect time to hold Library Lovers Month. Executive Ike Leggett kicked off the month-long celebration at the Twin Brook Library in Rockville. The annual event is held to showcase why libraries are so important in Montgomery County. Throughout the month, there will be musical programs, special events, and activities for the entire family at library branches in the county. For more information, call 240-777-0020 or visit folmc.org. Coming up on County Report this week, how Community Ministries of Rockville is celebrating half a century of service. And we'll introduce you to the new CEO who will help guide the county's economic development program. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anquinette Crosby. A new landlord-tenant law goes into effect on July 1st. This came after the council approved Bill 1915 last November. The bill is intended to improve landlord-tenant issues. Some of the provisions include more inspections that could result in better living conditions for many residents. This week on the county's Spanish language radio show, we talked to a manager who says more inspectors are now needed to fill positions.
The Department of Housing and Community Affairs will be hiring new inspectors. I think it's additional 9 inspectors coming in between now and July to help us with this new 1915 law that's going to be effective in July. That is going to make more inspections, more frequently inspections of different multifamily properties, and also to help us with the complaints that we receive.
For more information on the positions available, visit montgomerycountymd.gov/careers. The first CEO of the newly formed Montgomery County Economic Development Corporation is putting a marketing plan in motion. David Petter was a keynote speaker at a recent Small Business Network event. The event was held at Montgomery Community Media. Petter has only been on the job a few months. He talked about the year ahead, including plans to refresh the organization with a new marketing brand.
The new brand is going to use peer-to-peer marketing. So we're going to highlight the CEOs and students and professionals that make Montgomery County a great place to live, work, and play. So versus it being my impression of Montgomery County, we're going to have those CEOs and leaders tell people why they're successful here in the county. Whether that's talent, it's connectivity, it's access to capital. It's really going to be from the words of people that are currently succeeding, which is going to resonate a whole lot more with our target audience.
And why is this important?
It's important because there's a great story to tell in Montgomery County that I don't believe has been told before. We've got incredible assets, we've got incredible people, we've got incredible connectivity, but the world doesn't know, so we need to tell that story in ways that hasn't been told before. I think it's important for the community to know that we exist, that the Montgomery County Economic Development Corporation is here to remove a barrier, to give someone tools to have their business succeed. So if there's a company out there that needs help with growing their workforce, finding new real estate, if they're having challenges with any type of process or procedure, we want to hear from them. If we can come to the table with tools that help them add new jobs and create capital investment, we want to be there. So they can reach out to us at choosemontgomerycountymd.com to set an appointment with me or my team.
The Winter Speaker Series is a great way to learn about planning topics that affect the county. The Planning Department has been holding this event for the past 4 years. This year, the series focuses on 90 years of planning achievements.
The Ag Reserve is a national model that provides a urban metropolitan area of nearly 1 million people the opportunity for nearby grown food and fiber and recreational opportunities. Incredible in an area this densely developed that this much area, a third of the county would be set aside for this purpose.
That very important planning success, which started in 1980, is carrying forward and is evolving into not just preservation of farmland, but really agritourism. So it's really becoming an economic development tool and an economic development force within the county.
We live in a county that's very supportive in terms of farming and gardening. It just takes your own willpower to be able to take advantage of the opportunities within the county. So I'm very supportive of all the programs that are within the county that encourage people to do farming locally and produce food and supply grocery stores and people within the county.
I think it's good. I think it's for the people that work here because they can understand issues that we deal with on a weekly, monthly basis. It also, you can get credits for your professional societies as well, and that's an important aspect to keep current with the new trends. And it's something that the public, if they have an opportunity to come or catch this on our television programs, it's something of value to everyone, helps them understand the importance of the agricultural reserve.
As consumers, we always learn about what we should look out for from the Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection. Investigator Joy Matthews brings us the latest alert about online scams. Take a look.
The Montgomery County Office of Consumer Protection works hand in hand with state and federal consumer protection agencies. We are collaborating to warn consumers about online scams. Here are a few you need to avoid. The Amazon gift card scam. Online scammers are selling all kinds of things, but instead of using your credit card or cash to buy these items, the scammers tell you to pay with an Amazon gift card and provide the code from the back of the card. Do not give it to them. Once they have the code, they have your money and you will not get the merchandise or service. Remember, Amazon gift cards can only be used to buy things from Amazon. The Postal Service scam. This is a variant of the typical phishing scam. The online scammers are sending an email message with the subject line, USPS Delivery Failure Notification. The message claims that the post office tried to deliver a package, but was unable to do so. Then the message instructs you to click on the attachment to print a delivery label and take it to the post office. If you click on the attachment, a malicious virus may attack your computer. This virus may be able to extract personal, financial, and account information and can even capture your keystrokes. Always verify with a purported sender directly when you receive an unexpected email with a link or attachment. Do not click or open unless you are sure it's legitimate. The IRS identity theft scam. The scammer files a tax return using your name and Social Security number before you file your tax return. The IRS mistakenly issues a refund. If you think someone used your Social Security number for a refund, or the IRS sends you a notice or letter indicating a problem, contact the IRS immediately. Specialists will work with you to get your tax return filed, get any refund that's due, and protect your IRS account from future ID theft. As you can see, scammers are crafty, so don't be fooled. If you have any questions or concerns, or would like to see a list of other scams, please contact our office.
Coming up on County Report this week, learn about the new way you can earn a degree from Montgomery College. And if you want to weigh in about diversity, here's your chance during Rockville's Town Hall meeting. More on that when we come back. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Anquinette Crosby. Montgomery College kicks off the new year by launching a new way for students to earn their degrees. In this story, we learn more about the MC Open initiative.
Montgomery College's new MC Open infrastructure is an offering of online courses and degrees designed to reduce costs and increase access to course materials.
The need for online degrees is all an effort to provide students with as much access to completion as possible.
Open Educational Resources, or OERs, offer students an affordable solution to educational spending. OER courses are commonly referred to as Z courses. Z courses provide course materials online, eliminating the cost for textbooks. Degrees obtained through the completion of these courses are known as Z degrees. The MC Open webpage grants faculty access to different resources and OER availability. And for students, it explains what Z courses are and lists an offering of Z courses and degrees. Labs and art course textbook materials are also made available at no cost. However, students must still pay for other necessary course materials and supplies. OER classes begin spring 2017, with general studies being the first Z degree available, and will start with more than 200 sections for Z courses.
The benefit of putting this degree online is the large number of students that OERs impact.
The MC Open initiative aims to provide clear paths to degree completion and decrease time to completion by allowing students to spend money on more courses rather than materials.
With 1,600 students already registered for those classes, the savings are going to be phenomenal, and the outcomes will be the same, if not better, than what they're currently getting with textbooks.
For County Report this week, I'm James McLean.
Rockville, it's time to join the conversation. The mayor and city council want to hear your voice at the town hall meeting on diversity. Rockville 11's Kathy Dantzler explains.
Rockville is known for its diversity. In fact, more than 40% of its population is made up of Asians, African Americans, and Hispanics. And with all those different cultures in the city, the mayor and council wants to make sure that every voice is heard. So, on February 9th, at the Rockville Senior Center Coronation Room, there will be a town hall meeting on diversity.
So there's a lot of angst in the community right now, not just because of the hate crimes that have occurred here in Rockville, but because of things in the national news. I called for this town hall so that we could have a community discussion and to really reaffirm some of the core values of our community, that we are diverse, but we are also inclusive, and to figure out how, as a government, we can better serve the needs of all of our residents.
When we don't understand something, we're afraid. If it's new to us, we're afraid of it. And I think we're so lucky that Rockville is such a diverse community, but I think it's been a big change.
It's very important that our residents, people that visit Rockville, people who work in Rockville, understand that we accept diversity and we embrace it.
And after the conversation, the work will begin to continue to provide the services that residents need.
We need to listen, and we need to hear them and reflect, and then to respond to them, whether it's in programming, protections for employees, how the police treats everyone in the community with respect. That is the twin and two diversity. You have to respect people and their differences.
Living in an all-inclusive community is key, and the Town Hall on Diversity is just the beginning of a conversation to build bridges for all to feel welcomed.
It's a matter of learning how to better communicate with each other and getting more and more people involved in the city at all levels, elected office, boards and commissions, community volunteering, whatever it takes, but it's just all love and communication.
Ultimately, the goal is to reassure Rockville residents that no matter your economic status, your cultural background, or your religious views, this city is a place where you can call home. So why not join in on the conversation? The Town Hall on Diversity is February 9th at the Rockville Senior Center's Coronation Room from 7 to 9 p.m. For County Report This Week, I'm Kathy Dantzler.
Community Ministries of Rockville is celebrating 50 years of service. To show appreciation to their volunteers, they held a special celebration at the Glenview Mansion. MyMC Media's Mitty Hicks has more.
Dozens of residents and community leaders gathered at the Glenview Mansion on Tuesday for a special celebration to honor those who volunteer with the Community Ministries of Rockville.
I was looking for an opportunity to give back after I retired, and I wanted to be able to touch people's lives more directly than the things that I was doing. And this was a great way to do that.
CMR offers various ways for residents to give back to the community between their health clinics, emergency assistance program, and their housing program.
We couldn't do what we do without them. To give you an idea, our budget is $3.5 million, and $1.5 million are either donated services or donated items to the organization.
Tonight is an opportunity to say thank you to CMR's volunteers, and it's a big important year because it's the 50th anniversary of CMR, and so it's a very special time in this organization.
The event kicked off a series of activities to honor CMR's 50 years of service to the community.
50 years is a big deal. You know, we've been partnering with the city of Rockville, and we've expanded to the whole county.
Builders have so many towns, and they're very generous. And just when you walk into a place where, you know, like the bathrooms need renovation, there's homeless people who live there, making sure that they have a dignified place just makes everything really special.
In Rockville, I'm Mitty Hicks for County Report This Week.
Coming up next on County Report This Week, a local artist brings her award-winning creations to life in Rockville. Plus, our Pets of the Week. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC 311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Anquinette Crosby. Lillian Blom is a Rockville painter and photographer, but her true art is the ability to blend these mediums into works that are both interactive and inspiring. Photojournalist Tony Playa takes us on a visual tour of her art and tells us where you can see it for yourself.
Lillian's a local artist who I've seen her work before, and we had been talking, and this sounded like a challenge that she really wanted to take on, was to have a larger space and also to really make a more immersive environment.
So it's one or more often multiple photographs that I've taken, and then I've worked them, turned them into a painting on the computer, printed them with pigments onto canvas and then finished them with paint. I spent 3 years climbing the trees in Rockville to get the time lapse for the video. So I would put my little GoPro and I would go every morning and turn it on at 6 in the morning, and then in the evening at like 9 p.m. I would go turn it off. And so I would have time lapse of the cherry blossoms opening. Life is just like a flower blooming. It fades very fast and we should remember to enjoy it. So the flower in its bloom, or the seed, or the water after the rain, you know. I'm inspired by nature, but the way I want to kind of freeze time and keep nature the way it is, you know, kind of retain that 1 second in time that we're spending in that place.
January 28th kicked off the start of the 2-week Chinese New Year holiday. An opening ceremony was held at Lake Forest Mall. Crystal Park has more about the vibrant celebration and performances.
The Asian Lunar New Year celebration kicked off this weekend at Lake Forest Mall here in Gaithersburg. The Chinese Culture and Community Service Center has hosted this event for the past 20 years. This year is the year of the rooster.
Much like the rooster that was our alarm clock before there were alarm clocks, those born under the sign of the rooster in the Chinese zodiac are thought to be punctual and hardworking. It's a positive sign for the year to come. At least that's what we're hoping. The Asian Lunar New Year holiday is a 2-week celebration of the coming year. The holiday began on January 28th and lasts for a couple of weeks. The Chinese Culture and Community Service Center hosted its annual opening ceremony at Lake Forest Mall. The yearly event draws huge crowds of people, young and old, who enjoy watching various performances and guest speakers. Among the list of special guests was First Lady of Maryland, Yumi Hogan, who is the first Korean-American First Lady in the U.S. County Council members Roger Berliner, Sidney Katz, and George Leventhal were also on hand to give out a proclamation in honor of the holiday.
Ladies and gentlemen, look around at all the people that are here, all the elected officials that are here. Your community has our attention. You are 15% of Montgomery County, and we are so much better off because of it.
The lion dance is the most recognizable tradition of the holiday. Dancers weave through the crowd as they perform to the beat of Chinese drums. CCAC has been hosting this event for 20 years, and it keeps growing every year.
This is the biggest festival in Asian or in Chinese, but it used to be only a small group celebrating, and we really want to bring out about the cultural event to the whole community.
Lake Forest Mall will host various performances and activities throughout its 2-week celebration of the holiday. For County Report This Week, I'm Crystal Park.
Now it's time to meet our pets of the week. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more. Kathy?
These two love bugs are Moo, who's black and white, and Buddha, who's orange. They're a bonded pair, and they really do have to be adopted together. One's 10 and one's 12. They're both neutered males, and they really are love bugs. They just want to sit on people's laps. They want to cuddle up together, and they'd really like to cuddle up with you. So please give us a call at 240-773-5900 or visit us on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD for more information about Moo and Buddha.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. We leave you with views from the sculpture gardens at the Strathmore in Rockville. The sculptures are spread across 16 acres. It's open year-round at all times for your enjoyment. I'm Anquinette Crosby. Thank you for watching.